In my previous videos, I show step by step how to rebuild rusty brake calipers. Sandblasting, preparing for powder coating, baking, assembling, front and rear calipers. I will disassemble old brakes and install new ones. It is important not to push old brake fluid back into the system. If you have to replace just brake pads, then bleed the old fluid through the bleeder screw while you push the piston in. Since you change the pads, it is a good idea to flush the system with new brake fluid, as it's supposed to be done every 2 or 3 years. But who does it? Always use 6-point wrenches or sockets to break loose the bolts to avoid rounding heads. I use a hook to hang the caliper on the spring. Pads. The caliper carrier. If you have a problem to remove discs and hitting with a hammer doesn't help, then consider a bolt and nut method. We put a long enough bolt through the caliper carrier mounting hole with a nut on the other side. When the bolt will touch the disc, the nut will be held against the mounting bracket. We now hold the nut with a wrench and turn the bolt, pushing the disc out. Be careful. The only thing we like to break here is the rust bond, not the bracket. Therefore, let go, turn the disc, and press again. Before you will push the disc, take off the mounting bolt. In my case, it's a pin. My discs were not stuck. Once again, the bolt and nut method shown with the disc off. With calipers, I will change brake hoses, so I have to undo this union here. For this, I have to use flare nut wrenches. Unfortunately, the nut was rounded and I had to cut it. I used a piece of old brake line to bend in shape the replacement. One flare nut was already there, and I had to prepare the other end. But this is the subject for another video. The wheel hub surface must be clean. No rust, no grease. Brake cleaner, I protect it from rust with this zinc spray. The new disc on. Those are factory coated, ready to be installed out of the box. I used a torque wrench to tighten all lug nuts to the producer's specified value. Now I will measure the disc runout. My question is, how many mechanics do this? You probably watch this video to do it yourself and save some cash. Spend it on tools. Do it right. I look for the lowest point. And I zero the gauge. The maximum runout for my car is 35 thousandths of a millimeter. Or 13 ten-thousandths of an inch. I'm good. To correct higher runout, you can try to reposition the disc, and if it doesn't help, you can buy special shims to fix the problem. Thread locker. The caliper carrier in place. You can use here a torque wrench to be sure. Personally, I don't use it here. Ceramic paste. I lubricate sparingly spots where pads slide on the caliper carrier. And where they touch the piston. Same here. And where they touch the caliper. I use a paste that is compatible with the brake fluid to lubricate the threads on the brake hose. It will ease disassembly in the future. The caliper on. I use the same paste on this union here. In 10 years, if I will be alive and the car will be still running, it will be easy to take it apart. I secure the ABS cables and check if they don't stretch too much. Same on the other side. I just have to bleed the system, but I will do it after replacing the rear calipers.